Welcome to Dota Minus, better than Dota Plus, and it's free. Today is October 14th, 2021. Thursday? Yes, Thursday. I can't believe I forgot the day of the week. How are you? Are you liking TI? I have been loving TI, but however, after my job on Monday, so no, yeah, Monday was my weekend basically, right? So I plan to stay up until 3 a.m. since I live in EST. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay up and watch the entirety of TI. Spending my weekend to watch the first 2 days of the main event since I couldn't watch jack shit of the group stages. So it's like, might as well at least know it live. So I set the alarm for like 3:10 a.m. because I know for a fact there's going to be a huge delay before the actual event, starts, right? So, I set the alarm and I went to bed around 11 to midnight. So it's barely 3 hours. So it's but just enough because, my experience, it's just enough for you to, catch the early morning, run of an all-nighter. And once you get into that zone, you could stay up for the rest of the day and you could crash at the end, of the day. It's very unhealthy. It is not good, but I have experience doing it, and it's the best optimal way to do it. You feel like complete shit the entire time, and it's awful. But I would do that for Dota. However, I slept through my alarm and woke up around 8 to 9 a.m. to one of the panelists' voices coming out of my headphones. So I was like, shit. I missed fucking TI. But funnily enough though, the panelists stopped talking and it started the game. And to my memory, because I'm not looking it up, this is literally no prep whatsoever. That's how bad this podcast is. I have no fucking prep. I just gonna go in I know this is about Dota, but I didn't watch TI. But I actually did watch only the first phase of the main stage, I should say. It was OG versus God, I can't believe I forgot their names. Are you kidding me? Okay, give me a... Oh my god. He was it. Yeah, that's right. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Cause I remember the player, right? This is the player. It was the Matumbo Man. I always think of Matumbo Man, but, it was Secret on the Radiant side versus, OG on the Dire side. And I think, it was, upper brackets, and it's gonna send who's gonna go down to the lower brackets, right? And so, it was Matumbo Man on Morphling. I remember that completely clear as day. And, holy shit, what a fucking game. That was such a back and forth kind of thing. Let me actually look up the bracket. No, the heroes, because if I see the heroes, I know exactly what, it was. Actually, let me open up Dota. That would be the best way for me to talk about it. But, as I'm loading up that game, I remember watching it, and I was in a Discord, just shit posting, talking about a lot of stuff. And in game 2, that's when OG had the horrendous fucking draft, right? I think they put, they were on the Radiant side. They decided to put Topsit mid with Hoodwink against YapzOr's Tinker. Now, YapzOr is a god player, right? But Tinker is a monster in itself, especially with I wouldn't say the current patch because, I'm sure you already fucking know how they added Keen Conveyance in Dota on Tinker, right? So instead of him rushing BOTs and have him maxing out March of the Machines, and then him going up to the jungle in a key position to in Radiant side you could farm 2 camps with March, but in Dire you could actually farm 3 as Tinker with max March. Very, very easy. But me, however, as a player, I love maxing out Laser and Rockets. That's how much of a cook I am. But yeah, besides that, Tinker is what a doozy, isn't he? It's when you have him on your team, you're like, oh god, this is gonna be an easy game. He's similar to Meepo, because if it's if you know that you have a good Meepo on your team, you're like, oh, easy peasy, farm bill, support the Meepo whenever you can. Next thing you know, he's pushing the top racks at mid 12, right? Happened a few times in my game. And my games that I've played, let's see. So the first, schedule 12th of Tuesday. That's when, no, it should be 11th. That's when I saw. Let's see. Invictus versus Team Spirit. Full schedule. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're like, I hope this guy doesn't do spoilers, relax. I haven't really watched any of it anyway. Don't worry. It's not like I'm gonna, let's see. What was the 12th? Yeah, Secret versus OG. Yeah, it was a 2-game. Sheesh. Yeah. If I look at the game, I'll know exactly what they did here. Oh, come on. Show details, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. We have AA, MK, Ember, Earthshaker, Morphling versus Mars, Ursa, Io, Tuscan Evoker. Yep, I remember this game clearly now. Yep. It was Sumail on the... Do I really want to watch the replay? No, I'll be watching the replay instead of doing this podcast anyway. Yeah. Yeah, instead of watching the replay and just just drool for the next 30 minutes, even though I barely do 15 minutes on this podcast, I'll try to make it entertaining and just try to not have too many pauses, too many ums and ahs. But for the 40-minute game, with 51 on Secret and 27 on OG, that was a pretty back and forth kind of game, even though Secret, did clutch it out. You have some moments to where, Sumail would literally shred everything apart. And then the Invoker, I think the top's an Invoker, right? God, man. I'm so bad on my team players and stuff now. Then there's game 2. Yikes. 27 minutes in, 28 minutes since it was close to there. 42-5. Jesus fucking Christ. That was a hard game to watch. Now, funnily enough, as I was, in the Discord, betting before the game, I was like, yeah, Secret, they have a really, really good team. Tinker is definitely, a pain in the ass. But OG, they do have a really good team fight centered around, ability. Because, with Legion, if Legion was at the helm with mid or off lane, you could make a lot of plays happen if you have, the Legion, Monkey King, Older Titan, and Hoodwink literally being a 4-man death ball, while Clink split pushes and does his thing, right? That's what Clink does best. Farm and split push. And murder your team because, Clink is very strong once you get the Deso. But most of the time, you don't get Deso. You mainly go for a Maelstrom to go for that easy Searing Arrows farm push. Not Searing Arrows. Burning Barrage. That's why they changed it to Burning Barrage because, it procs Maelstrom, makes you farm fast, whatever. However, as you can see, OG did not do too well at all. And I remember being in this Discord, I'm not going to say the guy's name or what server it is, because, it's like, I get it, he's very excited about TI, he's like, oh my god, I got a prediction right. But he was always like, see, I was right about the Tinker, see, the Secret's doing it, he's doing it, and I'm like, yeah, dude, most of the time when I'm talking with other people, watching live with TI, you gotta, talk shit, something that's a really bad draft or a bad pick, you're like, oh my god, that's OP, you're gonna do it, it's like, yeah, it's fun to do that shit, just, saying completely false things, and, make saying it's gonna be really good, which is one of the main reasons why I know that I will be a horrible panelist, cause, I did a few with, Sir Action Slack some time ago, actually, if you ever, watch streams, but, yeah, he would, bust my balls about how, my Phoenix mid, rushing Midas and Radiance, because I love to play Phoenix with that build. It's very bad, and it's, main reason why I haven't played, Phoenix in a very, very long time. She's trash, right? She's the max mascot. I love her. And, I realized when I was editing my last podcast, I would always bounce, back and forth between, topics. And I never got into the main reason why I like Phoenix. Why is Phoenix my, main, mascot? Well, let's see. So, my origin was, the last podcast, I said that Brewmaster was my very first hero, in ability draft. But before that, I would spam bots. So maybe it was Sniper that I first played in a bot game, mainly because of that really, really shitty tutorial to where you spawn in a Sniper, not in a Dota map. Then you have to Shrapnel Razor or something. Then he goes ah, ha, 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 and then TP's out and you're like, alright, shit, what the fuck? And then you go into Tidehunter. Tidehunter like ravages and like breaks the bridge, and then you use shrapnel to see vision to shoot him. I'm spitballing here. I might be completely wrong, but that was like how the tutorial was before the new player experience that Valve put in not too long ago. But anyways, yeah. So Brewmaster and AD. Then I remember Razor mid being like, I love Razor as a hero. I fucking love him. However, I loved him only back when you could do the Ags and Refresher, to where the Ags Refresher would be way too strong, and yeah, God, fucking Lightning Bolt. Uh, and yeah, it was not a good build, but it was very, very fun, you know? And I remember trying to make a guide on like one of those really shitty guide sites way back in the day of Razor mid. And my genius 1K brain thought, dude, Razor mid, and you rush Vanguard. You rush Vanguard. I think the guide foretold of like where you brought not even the Tango, only a Quelling Blade, because I thought to myself, look, Quelling Blade gives you all this extra damage, even if you're ranged. You use that, and you have the Courier. You gotta make sure that you get all your last hits, because you only had one Courier, remember? And you have to buy the Ring of Health as soon as possible, because it's like a mini Tango. Because I always thought the Ring of Health to be like a mini Tango. Of course, you know, more or less it kind of is, because if you're a really good offlaner like Axe, Underlord, Underlord's trash at the moment, but if, like Axe is a good example of that. You just rush the Ring of Health, maybe bringing only like one set of Tangos, one Iron Branch, a Quelling Blade, maybe the start of your Gauntlet of Strength for your, a Soul Ring Carrier perhaps. But other than that, I'm rambling on here. But other than that, if you go for that, you're pretty much good in lane, you know? It's one of the main reasons why AM also rushes it too, you know? I'm sure you've seen AM literally blink towards the secret shop so they could get their value Ring of Health, so which means that they don't worry about their HP regen anymore and focus only on last hits and levels. Yes. Perfect. And Razor mid didn't go so well. And then my second guide was, you know, Death is My Bitch Wraith King, where you literally just get like, you know, Radiance and a Refresher, so you get the double Refresher when you die, and then more Radiance damage. Woohoo. Waha. Then there's Phoenix. One of my only IRL friends that I don't have any friends, but one of the only IRL friends that I, you know, have, I still talk to him to this day, surprisingly, was that he, was playing Phoenix. And I was like, yeah, why are you playing Phoenix, man? He's like, oh, I just like characters that sacrifice like part of their health, you know, and, you know, memes, because you turn into an egg. Coincidentally, one of his favorite heroes is also Tusk because of Walrus Punch. So the main reason why Phoenix started was, you know, Phoenix was kind of introduced to me that way. And I was like, oh, let me look up some guides and try to see how she plays. I call her she now, mainly because, you know, all the art I commissioned. I was like, yeah, Phoenix is a girl. Hey, she's pretty cute. And so she kind of became a mascot, and I became pretty good at Phoenix. And Phoenix mid, a shit ton of fun, but horrible. A lot of people would give up in games when I played ranked with it. But she's really good at support as a Pause 4. Pause 5, I really want to, since especially on Dire side near the shrine, if you have Fire Spirit, you can stack up to 4 camps if you're really good. Fortunately, I'm not that good and can only do 3 camps. Yeah, I know. It's very, very sad. But other than that, Phoenix kind of, you know, stuck with me. One of my most played heroes. I have a barely decent win rate on her, I think. Let me just give it to you live, you know. Might as well. Fuck it. Do it live. That is. If we can find it here. My Phoenix. Why can't I see it? Alright, I'm wasting time by just looking at something. Let me close Dota, actually. It's distracting me by just looking at all the numbers here. Yeah, I should talk more about TI. You're probably the main reason why you're here, I feel like, because I'm surprised that some people are actually listening to this shitty podcast. And maybe you're in the same boat as me, right? Like, where all of the podcasts are shit, except Cap and Leaf Eaters side poll, and then we say things with Sunspan and Cinderin. And now, of course, you can't listen to those because they're all at TI, right? Also, rip to Cap because he got the flu. Luckily, it's not coronavirus, but he's doing safe, sweating in his hospital bed. Sind and then Sun. Clearly, they're at TI. They're very busy. They can't do it. And then there's position 6. I forgot the dude's name. He's British, but I do like his interviews. They're very nice. Other than that, if you search Dota podcast, you get Zach Diddley shit or like Dota Underlords, where I think Sunspan, Swim, I remember Swim, and someone else, and then they had it did not last long. Or most of the Dota podcasts that are started are like, these groups of people. And then, it just kind of fizzles and dies out. I don't know if you noticed, but, here I am, a one-man army. I'm gonna keep myself, in check in hopes of to just keep this podcast on rolling. I don't think I'll be able to do an hour all by myself, especially since, I'm employed. I wish to be, not doing this job and have something else Dota related, but I do need money to, for life and stuff. So hopefully this is going to be like a benchmark to where like, oh shit, episode 3, I said this shit, and it's going to go on and more. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about TI. Let's see here. Cause I remember, yeah. Oh yeah, fucking the Quincy crew versus OG. To where the two brothers, right? Oh, that was, man, that was hard to, I didn't even watch it live, right? But just to see, like, Sumail's older brother saying, GG bro, like, GG little bro, good luck, like, holy shit. Oh yeah, that's right. And then EG is kicked out, no more NA. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh god. Man. Wait, Slacks is shameless? Man. Yeah, you might be... Oh god, I'm looking at the tweets here, and I missed so much. I have no idea what most, like, Slacks did something. I saw, a Twitch clip of Jenkins just, swallowing all that, glomping all that water down. Like, I miss a lot, man. Shit. This is like, being like one of those crypto dudes, being like, yeah, I missed out. Like, what? Scared to be left out. Wait, scared to be left out. Term. Autophobia? Fear of being left out. That's an acronym for that, right? A FOMO. Fear of missing out. There I can't believe I forced something to be an acronym here. Yeah. Fear of missing out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Oh, God. Wait, that's another funny story to talk about crypto. Yeah, okay, so I know when I say crypto, a lot of people groan like, oh, because only crypto nuts talk about it, or like people who don't know about crypto talks about it. Coincidentally, I know nothing about it, right? So, I just have a funny story to where with crypto, it's like where, shit, you could make a lot of money off of it. I'm sure you know with the whole, like, GameStop fiasco and, like, that's how, like, uninformed I am. Just GameStop's the only thing that, brings out to me. But, a buddy of mine, a buddy of mine, has a grandfather, right? And his grandfather managed to get Bitcoin very early on, like early mid 2000s, right? When Bitcoin was just about, like, getting ready. Now, the Bitcoin was like, what, $20, like $30 for, like, the start after, like, 10 to 15, and it became like 20 to 25, right? And so he, my friend's grandpa would buy these. And by the end of like 2008, 2009, it was like, 10 grand, a couple 10 grand, not too bad. Maybe, $50,000 is, it's a decent amount of money. It's pretty fucking good. However, 50,000 is nothing to multi-million of all that shit, right? And so whenever my friend's grandpa would hear coin, he would break down and cry because he literally lost millions of dollars of Bitcoin because he cashed out way too early. Now, I shouldn't be laughing about it, but just to think that the word coin would just break you down means just, shit, right? Because if you're not in it, you can't like, lose your shit, right? Oh god, that brought me back a really bad memory. Okay. I know this is this is supposed to be about Dota, but this is it relates to Dota actually. Bear with me here. This is a story, alright? So way back in March, it was around my birthday. My birthday's March 13th. This is actually very, very in tune with the story. The place where I live, in New York, there's the lotto, right? New York lottery. And I don't gamble at all. I'm not a gambler. I know I can become a gambler, right? Which is why I avoid it altogether entirely. I see too many lives ruined with it. But I was like, yeah, for my birthday week, it's only $2 for a game. I'll play these numbers I thought of, right? 1, 3, 13, 28, 49. Last number, the cash ball, 1 through 4. 3. Yep, it sounds pretty okay, right? 1's a good number. 3, 13. Yep, that's a good number. My birthday. 28, 49. I was saying intervals of 7 a lot, right? And then 3, because, 3, I like the number. 3, March. Now, what also came out in March this year, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. Dota Dragon's Blood. March 25th, 2021. Now remember all those numbers that I've said were cash for life? It came out on the 25th of March. 1, 3, 13, 28, 49. Everything. If you look it up right now, cash for life, March 25th results, you'll see it right there, my birthday and everything. On the day that Dragon's Blood came out. I decided not to play the numbers because I was way too excited to go home and just binge Dragon's Blood. And let me tell you, the grand prize, if you match all those numbers, cash for life, is $1,000 a day for life. Yeah. Maybe it would be on a far episode of Dota Minus for a while, right? Like, god fucking damn it, man. I mean, I'm way past it. I've coped, seethed, and mauled it all over it. I am fine. I won the lottery again, one way or another, but it's fine, right? That's the part of life. You lose, sometimes win, but most of the time lose, right? Isn't that what life is most of the time? Same thing with TI, right? You're like, this guy's gonna win, they're gonna lose, like, shit, right? I'm sure it was the same thing with OG fans with, or with OG haters too, right? Because I remember I had a conversation with someone not too long ago in one of these Dota Discords. Someone's like, "Yeah, there's no way that OG is gonna win. He just can't with this team." And I'm like, didn't they say that for the last 2 TIs? Right? Who knows if they make a third one, right? Sure, it's not that probable anymore because they had a Cinderella run, then a bully run, and any percent run now, right? Making the shittiest fucking draft and losing on purpose so they could go to the lower brackets and bully more people down, right? Make them go home. Yeah, shit, man. Yeah. See, I think I have a better idea. Because this actually came from one of my YouTube comments. Because I actually upload this dog shit thing on YouTube. And actually, let me pull it right up here because I was surprised that someone would actually. Come on, my channel. Let's see. Wait, 11 views already on my first. Right? There's no way that you guys are listening to this shit. Holy fuck. God, alright. 1 like too. Let's see. Call your podcast All Chat. You're welcome. Yeah. All Chat is a great fucking name there. More robes. Okay, my eyesight's so bad now. More robes. And, I was thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna rename the podcast since, Dota podcast, Dota Minus is already a special URL on the site that I use for podcasts, so I can't change it, unfortunately. But I do like All Chat. All Chat is really good. But instead, why don't you guys, become the All Chat? You could talk to me about, all this shit, literally anything. Especially, Dota Pro scene, since I really don't watch it anymore. And because I have a full-time job and everything, I can't see what happened, today most of the time. Because today I actually had to go out and, go for a health appointment for my health and shit. And, when I came back, I'm like, shit, gotta do the podcast, right? So, I guess, yeah, am I really plugging my shit here? Holy fuck. I feel so awkward about it. I feel so fucking awkward. Alright, so, on Twitter, I actually made a Twitter on a day that this thing came up, is, at Dota minus PC, because it doesn't fit podcast in it, unfortunately, and Dota minus is already taken. So just Dota minus PC, there's literally nothing on it. Just DM me on there, or, Dota, you could email me at Dota podcast, no, look, I can't, okay. Dota minus podcast at gmail.com. Talk to me with all that shit on there, right? Like any Dota or like, give me updates. Like that'd be kind of great too, where you just like send me, oh, hey, did you see this? Actually, no. That's gonna be pretty bad when it happens in the future, right? I guess you could give your own opinions, your own stories, where I could like read it out loud on here. Your Dota triumphs, or like maybe like even a build, and we could talk about that. Who knows, Yeah, we could all chat about it, right? And if you're here to hear me splurge on like the beauty of Dota, I wish I could, but wait, shit, so many. See, I opened up Dota and I see so many of these emblems just dark, right? E.g. gone, Undying gone, Alliance gone. I love S4, by the way. It's like a stick. Thunder Predator gone. Oh yeah, they had a horrible run, 0-14. At least they got the TI right. Team Aster, Quincy Crew. Yeah. Beast Coast, SG Esports, Fnatic, Elephant. Wait, okay, what's my bracket looking like here anyway? See, I told you, I'm getting distracted by this shit, right? Let's see. I don't want my shitty tournament bracket. Let's see. So today is the 14th, right? So, oh shit, okay. Might as well just go through like the schedule here on the side, right? Because I don't want to like completely bore you or like make you mauled with my shit. Let's see. So October 17th. Oh no, it happened this morning. God, see, okay. 8. Let's see. Team Spirit versus OG in the lower bracket. Oh, that's gonna be a fun game to watch tonight. Lucky you guys in Europe. Holy shit. Or people lucky enough to be able to stay up for that. T1 versus BC. I've seen a lot of BC's performance, I think. I've really been liking it a lot. The T1 is also a really good contender, too. That's going to be a good game to watch. Then we have Virtus Pro versus... And then we'll know that in the next round once one of them falls. And then, let's see. Yeah, Invictus, as, we'll play one of the losers there. And the Secret will be against PSG LGD. That's going to be a good fucking game. Oh, you might be wondering who I predicted, right, to win. So I have okay. I'll preface this. I do have a secondary account from my main one, right? However, I've had that account since 2015, literally only a year after I, opened on my main account in 2014. I play mainly on my main account, but on my other account, I kind of fuck around, right? That's where I get my ability draft content on there, because it's very hard to get it on the main account. And of course, I've had the account before. Valve was like, all right, no more Smurfs or you're permabanned, right? So I was like, shit, all right, gotta be careful what Daddy Valve says. But in my tournament prediction, my bracket I should say, on my main account I have OG winning, and on this account Secret winning. Yeah, but so I was right about Secret and BP winning in the upper brackets round 2. And lower brackets, I was right about Fnatic, Alliance, OG, and BG winning. And then, Secret winning the top bracket. And in the grand finals, I have Secret versus OG and Secret winning. On my main account, all the way around, I believe. Yeah. So no matter who really wins, Secret or OG. But then again, it's like, Dota is such a nuanced game that could, literally happen like any time. You might lose or like win, right? I'm sure you've had those moments in Dota and everything where it just kind of happens out of the blue. Yeah, so I guess in one way or another, just, Dota minus PC on Twitter, and then Dota minus podcast at Gmail. So just send me whatever you want. Your dick. Okay, no, I should not say that because people will probably fucking do it. But yeah, I'll be up on YouTube and everything. I'll probably re-update everything on my stuff here I probably won't put my email in YouTube, mainly because, I don't want it to be like bot spam, but I'll say it like, live on here. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for like, the non-TI related stuff that, I could probably go into depth more. But probably in the future, once I become more, financially like free and I have more time to consume Dota content, it'll be a perfect place for me to spew all that out. So thank you very much for listening to Dota Minus. Bye bye.